The life of Saint Ignatius can be seen in two phases: the pre-conversion phase, worldly life, and the post-conversion phase, the path of holiness. Ignatius's family was one of the clan chiefs who were loyal servants to the crown of Castile. He came from a rich family, and from early childhood he was initiated into the life of the world. At the age of 16 in 1506, his father sent him to Arevalo, to Velázquez de Cuéllar, the chief treasurer. Here, at the house of the treasurer, he played the role of a junior page. During his stay at the royal mansion of the treasurer, he was introduced to an atmosphere of court etiquette which enchanted him. He read chivalrous books and romantic literature, and heard about the stories of the conquest of Spain, and the victory of the king over the Moors by the Battle of Granada, and other chivalrous stories which left a lasting impression on his way of life. He got training to be a great soldier. All his dreams were focused on his greater glory and on impressing the love of his life. Later in the year 1517, the new king removed Velázquez from his office, and the latter himself died in the same year, and Ignatius suddenly found himself without any work. But the widowed wife of the late treasurer gave Ignatius some money and sent him to the Duke of Najera, who was the viceroy of Navarre. Here, at Navarre, his task was that of a soldier. The life he had begun in Arevalo now continued with the Duke of Najera. In May 1521, the French attacked Pamplona. While defending the fort of Pamplona, Ignatius was struck by a cannonball, where one of his legs was badly broken and the other badly wounded. This event in the life of Ignatius would be one that would change his whole life, a life where God would lead him. At Pamplona, he was struck by the cannonball, but more so struck by the spirit which led him to his conversion. After the war, Ignatius was taken to the castle of Loyola for his recovery. During his time of convalescence, he asked for books of chivalry to spend his time, but instead, he was given the books of the life of Christ and the lives of saints. As he read these books, he felt deep consolation within himself, which lasted for a longer time than the other books on wars, which gave partial happiness. This led him to move towards a life of holiness. In his autobiography he mentions, "For in reading the life of our Lord and of the saints, he stopped to think, reasoning within himself, what if I should do this which Saint Francis did, and this which Saint Dominic did?" He was so touched by these books that he decided that he would live his life to help the lost souls. There was no turning back. His family and friends tried to convince him. The autobiography states, his brother took him to one room and then another, and with much feeling, begged him not to throw himself away and consider what hopes had been placed in him by the people and how much he could achieve, and other such words, all with the purpose of dissuading him from his good intention. This year we are commemorating 500 years of the conversion of Saint Ignatius. Let us reflect back and see our own lives. Are we getting attracted towards the life of worldly pleasures and moving away from God? What is that cannonball movement in our life?